today we are talking pensions. We've got Michelle Gribben, who is from Profile Pensions, and we're going to be covering some of the questions that come up about pensions on the boards. Our first question comes from somebody who's got several pension pots, 4 in total. Is there any point in her transferring them across into a current workplace scheme?
The key answer to the question is in seeking advice. So for me, there are a couple of different options available, and I think at the point that you're actually considering transferring the pensions and consolidating, which may well be a very good idea, it's worth getting professional advice. So that advice may be either that the monies are consolidated and go into the workplace pension, or that they go into a completely different pension. The issue with the workplace pension, it may or may not be the right solution, but of course it is an employer's choice of solution, so it might be worth considering whether there is a more suitable personalised solution.
I think this is a really interesting question. Somebody's asking, is it a risk allowing a pension pot to go large with just one provider?
In terms of actually talking about risks of having your monies invested with one provider, I think actually you're lowering your risk by doing that because you're putting your monies into a professionally managed fund, which means that the provider and that the person who houses that fund for you is responsible for making sure that that pension is invested in the right fund for your attitude to risk, into something that performs adequately and where the charges are actually the right charges for you. So if you were to go away and to diversify into lots of different funds, you're taking the responsibility of monitoring those funds on an ongoing basis and making sure they remain suitable, which is quite a difficult feat.
Somebody's asking how much they should be saving theoretically every month into a pension so that they don't retire penniless.
There is no magic formula in terms of paying into a pension. All depends on individual circumstances, so factors such as how much you earn, how much you want in retirement, when you're looking to retire. But I think the key point to make here is that people should pay something into the pension. It is flexible, it can be increased, decreased, ad hoc payments can be made into a pension, and of course there is always the added benefit that there is tax relief going into that pension, so whatever you pay in, more money goes in before it even starts to grow.
Okay, that's really useful to know.
Absolutely.
This is quite a complicated question. It's from somebody who's asking about, she has got multiple private pensions, but what she's asking is basically, is there an app that maybe can stitch all of this stuff together in terms of savings and pensions planning so that she can kind of get an overall picture of what she should be doing?
No matter how complex your pension situation is, at Profile we offer a telephone service where we review your pensions, so we write off to your existing providers, pull all the information together and put you in an informed position to make a choice about the right way for you going forward. But I think it's really important to mention the key to this is keeping on top of that and reviewing it on an ongoing basis. And again, we offer an ongoing review service where we will do that for you.
The final question is from somebody who neither she or her partner have a workplace pension, and she's wondering what is the best way for her to save for the future.
It's very important that you and your partner sit down together and determine what it is that you want in the future, what that income's going to look like, and what your retirement plans are. I think in terms of professional advice, that can bring it together, so you're deciding how much you each need to contribute to an individual pension, but how much that will contribute to your total joint retirement income.
Thanks, Michelle, it's really interesting, and also good to know that you can actually get this kind of advice on the phone. So basically, if you haven't got time to actually sort of go in and make an appointment to visit somebody in person. So thanks very much, it's great.
Thank you, and thank you for spending the time to talk to me about pensions.
Really interesting, thank you.